Welcome in. This is Tony Jennings reporting with a live report from the Young Man Team Gaming universe. This is a NCAA 26 review. So let's get right into it. Now, the top 5 things that I've seen for NCAA 26 that are coming out. One very big one. Real coaches are going to be in the game. You know, last year it was reported former USC offensive coordinator as well as former Oakland Raiders head coach Lane Kiffin. He definitely said he would be in the game for free. And he's going to be in the game. Now, you know, for all the Colorado users out there, it definitely means you'll have your hands on prime time. And, you know, that's not to say that there aren't any other good coaches out there, because there are. But, you know, I suspect guys like Primetime, Lane Kiffin, you know, Kirby, you know, SEC coaches, these guys are going to hold a lot of prestige when it comes to recruiting. You're going to be able to bring in some of those tough recruits, 5-star and 4-stars, cross states, cross different pipelines. So, you know, we'll, you know, take a look at that, see how that affects the game when the game comes out. Now, number 2 would definitely have to be the substitution. So normally back at 25, when you wanted to make different substitutions, you know, to bring in different guys, you know, you had to hit that pause screen. But now, you'll be able to edit your lineups right through the game, right with the D-pad, right on the fly, you know, be able to put those wide receivers in different positions. Hell, you know, you might even be able to get a Travis Hunter-esque kind of player and, you know, have him on offense and have him on defense. I mean, the possibilities are endless with this thing. And that's not even mentioning the Wildcat, you know, the Wildcat option. I myself, a lot of times ran Wildcat, and I ran Wildcat in this game. As you see before, the Gators just put up some points. Number 10 with that wide receiver run right there to the house. But continuing on, number 3 was I did hear there's over 2,700 and something new plays being added into the game, so that should be very interesting. You know, always with the play selection, that's always a good thing. That's always a great thing to have. More plays on offense, more plays on defense. I would think so. I would hope to see that as well as offensive plays, because, you know, you just don't want to load up one end of the spectrum. You want to make sure your game is balanced on all ends. All right. Now, moving on from the play selection, I hear that, you know, there'll be night and day games that, whether you're on the road or at home, that, you know, will be affected by the crowd pulse. I'm sorry. Now, that could be great. It could be, but, you know, will it turn into like a Madden 23, Madden 24 kind of thing? That has been yet to be seen. You know, now let's not get it twisted. This game, NCAA 25, was 11 years in the making. With the pick! But, you know, even though it was 11 years in the making, you know, in some circles it was whispered last year that NCAA 25 was better than Madden 25. Now we could speculate on it, but nonetheless, oh my God, he could go all the way. Touchdown, Gators. But yeah. So getting back at hand. All right, with NCAA 26. Okay, so I didn't see anything about dynamic weather, although during the college season in certain places, very hard to find a snow game. Most of these games, especially the playoff games, are played in warm weather states, where the weather is pretty decent, 70 to 80s, degrees. So will there be snow games? Probably not. But, NCAA 25, there was definitely a lot of rain games. There was some evening games, but, we'll see how they spruce those dynamic weather aspects up and see what they do with that. Moving on. The rivalry games will be bigger. The trophy room is going to be more advanced, more bigger. You're going to be able to click on trophies and see exactly, what year, who won what, and what was the score and things of that nature. So, that's a little bit more in depth. It's a little bit more in depth. So, there's that. What else can I mention? I mentioned the coaching. I mentioned the play calling. I mentioned the lineup and everything. Two others that I forgot to mention. So NCAA 25, a lot of downfield, jarring the ball loose, receivers just giving it up, But they say now that there will be more receiver-controlled catches in traffic. So that'll be a good thing. Receivers won't be prone to drop the ball as much. Also, what should be on the list. Now, listen, for the past 15, 20 years, I've been waiting for EA in any other sports game and in any other game, period, to implement crossplay in these games. And guess what? NCAA 26, we got crossplay. So if you're on the PlayStation 5 and you got a homeboy that's on the Xbox, yeah, you can tell him BTA is on site because it'll be crossplay in the dynasties at launch. There won't be a patch needed for that, and to me that's huge. That's huge because, again, crossplay, I've always wanted to, play guys on the Xbox and beat them, and now I'll definitely get that chance. All right. So, it remains to be seen, and I heard a lot about dynamic this and dynamic that. Listen. EA, you don't have to use the flashy words with me. All you have to do is put out a product, make sure the product is decent, the gameplay is good, make sure it's reputable, and, users will come. We'll definitely play it. I mean, it's the only game in town, so, it shouldn't be that hard to maintain. It shouldn't be that hard to give us what we want. The menu screens. You won't hear the same old fight song. You'll hear different schools' fight songs and different bands of real schools. So that's an added improvement. Also, what was I going to say? Because it was right there. But I mean, as you can see through this gameplay, Oklahoma is getting smoked like a sausage. But let me continue on in my review. So, NCAA 26, it should be good. Will it be better than Madden 26? That's the question. Oh, Yeah, another big thing that they improved was Road to Glory now has the option of whether you want to run through your high school career or not. So that's huge for the guys that play Road to Glory. You know, that want that extra added step that was missing in NCAA 25. So I mean, you know, they definitely will implement some things into the new version of the game, some things that they left out, um, you know, which is always a good thing. It's always a good thing. It's unfortunate that, you know, we had to wait this long for it to come out. Now, this game is set to release in July. Of course, they're coming this year again with the MVP bundle. MVP bundle is pretty much, that's where your best bet and your best buck is going to be at. And so, we're going to get ready to close this video out. So, you know, NCAA 26, it should be a good experience. If you loved NCAA 25, it sounds like EA added some things to build on to this experience. And that should be great. And well needed and well wanted. However, you know, I'm not gonna right now crown them as king. Because although I talked about the new features in the game and there's other features that I left out, you know, and things that I didn't talk about, hey, we know EA, he's about to, he takes it to the house. Touchdown. Gators. Oh, man. I mean, you know, listen to the words, but also check out the beautiful bean footage in the background. I mean, this guy, Young Man Team, is crazy. But, so, you know, I definitely can't wait to get my hands on the game, explore some options. But, you know, one of the things that I wish that they would implement into the game is whether I'm online, college football road to the playoffs, or online dynasty, that I can create a playbook, offense or defense, and be able to use that online. EA, give us that feature. We need that. All right? We need that. I get the 2,700 new offensive plays. That's all good. But we need that feature, man. You know. So I'm getting ready to close it out. But, you know, thank you for joining in into the Young Man Team Gaming Universe channel. Check out the video. Check out other videos. You know, shout out Mad Dog TV. Shout out Gaming Entertainment Network. And shout out my boy Corey Z, the Why So Serious. You know, we're going to have a lot of different things coming for you guys. So stay tuned. And Godspeed.
He's taking the shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Coming after him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds.